Hi all, back again with episode number 5 of my most anticipated games 2014 series, the focus of which is a game called Invisible Ink. So Invisible Ink was previously called Incognita, and it's an upcoming turn-based tactics game from Canadian independent studio Klei Entertainment. Klei spelt K-L-E-I. Now, if that's a name that rings a bell, that sounds familiar to you, it's most likely because that development team are responsible for the outstanding Don't Starve and Mark of the Ninja. And Invisible Ink is described by them as being a turn-based tactical espionage game in which the player is tasked with taking on and bringing down a number of shady corporations, basically by breaking into and stealing information from a number of secure, procedurally generated locations. Now, Invisible Ink features roguelike elements like permadeath, and it's a game that places great emphasis, I should say, on observation, planning, and even improvisation. So, characters, of which there are 6 at the time of recording, they're set, and each has their own skills and backstory, but they can be grouped together to form teams to take on particularly large and challenging levels. And it's my understanding that the game will allow players to use items, I think Klei call them augments, which are found in level to buff their characters over the course of the campaign. The levels themselves, as I said earlier, those are procedurally generated and are going to allow the player to approach things in a number of different ways by doing things as diverse as hacking, sneaking, setting traps, even fighting, all in the interest of gathering information. And the longer you stay in a level, the higher the threat level raises and the harder that stage becomes. So there's this risk-reward element where you as the player have to weigh the risk of hanging around too long against the potential gains of actually doing so. Klei Entertainment, they say that observation is going to be very important, so the game is designed to provide the player with a lot of visual information, which is something that needs to be considered when deciding how you want to proceed. And the game's visuals are well worth a mention, actually, in that the game boasts this, to my mind at least, pretty cool, angular, stylized art design. You should be seeing a bit of footage now, so as you can see, you've got this drawn back isometric view, which seems to show things off pretty well. From what little I've heard, the sound design is shaping up to be pretty good as well. So yeah, not too much in the way of sort of real information on this one, but it's certainly a game that's on my radar, and it's a game that I wanted just to highlight very briefly here. I'm certainly following its development with keen interest, and what I'll do, as always, is bang a couple of links to the various associated websites in the description box below, and you can check those out if you're so inclined. If you've got any thoughts on this, any other as yet unreleased game, please feel free to shoot me a PM or leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye bye.